Hi gang, George here. Today is Thursday, July 10th, 2025, of course. And here is where we're at. There's a lot of them, of course, but this one is off Behrens Road, north of Jim Thorpe. A bit of a way off Route 903, PA 903. Well, what we're going to do is walk the trail here. I understand there's some great, fantastic views at the end of it. Not exactly sure how far it is, but we're going to tackle it. So join us.
Okay.
Let's go. So we're continuing on the trail here, and it's a very nice path here. It's actually drivable, but the gate was closed, but we may drive back here. I believe it's legal. We're going to look into that. But along the way, you can see we have our milkweed. It's flowering. Getting toward the middle of July. I didn't see any monarch butterfly caterpillars yet. However, we continually look for those. Plenty of ferns on this side. As of right now, it's been a very nice walk.
Very pretty. Okay,
Good
we'll continue.
Right, a good variety of trees. You got your evergreens, pines.
Very nice.
And white birch.
Okay, we'll see you up the road.
Okay. Along the way, you find a nice meadow here. You see plenty of milkweed out there, and probably a variety of wildflowers. We're not going to go back there right now, but we're going to someday take a little venture back there, see what's there.
Very pretty.
And we'll continue on the road here, or the pathway, the driveway.
Okay. There's a little bunny, seeing a little wildlife. We ran into, well, we didn't run into them, but we saw a few deers on the way out here on Behrens Road, and we saw a mommy with a baby fawn. So little wildlife action is nice. So we're still walking, and here's another pretty little clearing, and how the road looks from here. Very nice morning. It's pretty early. We wanted to get out early before the heat, so very enjoyable. Catch you up the road. And now we are coming up to a bend in the road, so we'll go around here and see where that takes us. Very beautiful surroundings, lots of bird song. Beautiful for an early morning, nice and cool still. So, all right, so that's what the road looks like now. So take a couple of turns and see you then. So we did run into a hill going down this way. So we are going to have to go up it on the way back. And it's a little bit steep. So we'll just take it easy. But this is what the road looks like at this point. There's a pretty mountain laurel we're passing. Still walking.
We're about a little over a mile into it. That's looking behind us. You see over here, and one of the things about this, a couple of things, which I'll relate to you shortly. Now here, we're crossing the Tank Hollow Trail on this side. And I'll slowly pan over to this side. It picks up there. We're not taking that today. This is our first time walking way back here. We came once before and just walked so far back. But one of the things I like about this, well, one of them is being with Lynn, my wife, but I'll call it a road because as far as we can tell, you can drive back here when the gates open. There are parking areas along the side, which I'll incorporate in the video a little later. But one of the good things I know and like about this hike is the areas on each side. Sometimes it's not very wooded, not heavily wooded, and sometimes it is. The areas that are not heavily wooded is good, because if there was a bear coming out, I mean, some of the paths we've been on, you have a lot of brush right up against the path, and you wouldn't stand too much of a chance. But here, this is not too bad here, but some of the areas are very, very open on each side. Well, this is what it's looking like, and we'll try to give you a difficulty rating when we're thoroughly done with our hike. Here we have some, apparently it's woodpecker action. All kind of neat things like that. Another view of the roadway, and it pretty much is a roadway. In fact, while I was walking here, I couldn't help but think that this road is, in a lot of areas, smoother than the paved highways in east central Pennsylvania, where we live. It's a sad statement, but it's true. We're going to continue walking. We should be getting near our destination. It's okay. We're enjoying the trip, not just the final destination. At this point here, we can see that the crews have done some clearing of some of the timber here. Not sure why. Someone deems it necessary. But down here, and we haven't seen a lot of mushrooms, but of course it's early in the year. When we come back in the fall, we'll probably see a lot more. But there's one lonely little mushroom there. Nice. I like seeing that. Always lots of ferns. Lots of ferns. Big ones, small ones. Evergreens. All types of trees. Nice and quiet. Flowers. And ferns. Okay, we're going to move on. Okay, getting back to our our hike. Coming down about a mile, a little more than a mile, we're going to be making a right, according to our research. Just to help you along the way here, how to know when to turn. You see that mushroom in the middle of the screen? You turn right at that mushroom. A little bit of humor there. But actually, it's very well marked. You look to your right, you'll see the Tank Hollow Trail. And this is the one we'll take. And we're gonna, it's kind of fork in the road here. We're gonna go to the left. Not real sure. We're following some directions on the phone there too. And this is what you'd normally find in a wooded area like this. It's been a path, tree roots, ferns. We're gonna take this. Okay, come back shortly. The Tank Hollow Trail itself goes through a very wooded, heavily wooded area. Just pan around here a little. Still very beautiful, a lot of flowers, trees, but you can see what the trail looks like. There's times where it gets to be a bit challenging. There's been some washout, it seems, heavy rains we had, and a lot of rocks, stones jutting out, a lot of tree roots. Go this way. Very secluded, this walk down this way. Another noticeable thing is the insects became more abundant once we left the main road up there. So you do want to bring some type of insect spray, repellent. We did. Used it a couple times already. But all in all, it's been enjoyable so far. Pick it up down the path. We like to stop every now and then, check the surroundings, see where we're at, see what it looks like. And right here, we have another little group of mushrooms. Nice. As we're walking further here, we can see that it's opening up, that we can see a lot more daylight, a lot clearer. And that's usually an indication that we're getting to where we need to be and want to be. Yes, the further we get in, you can see what the path turns into here. And this is nature.
Sure?
Yep.
You got it?
Oh yeah, I'm just getting another video here, this nice passageway. Depending what time of the year you come here, things will be very different. Again, we're approaching the middle of July, and it's looking good. Okay, gang, here we are, and we come through some very nice floral arrangements here through the path. But what we came here to see, of course, there's Lynn. Always nice to see her here. But this is what we came here to see. And I can tell you right now, it's been worth it. We'll discuss the difficulty toward the end, but you have to check this out. Not going to get too close. One would not want to fall down there, but check this out. I didn't know anything about this one. We don't live far from where we parked the vehicle, maybe 10 miles or so. But I used to drive the paratransit bus for the county, and a lady who lives up this way told me about this. Yeah, I'm not sure how I can get it, but you can see the railroad tracks down there. I'll venture from a different angle. And I'll be quiet a little bit because you can hear the river down there. You can see the railroad tracks running along the river. Pine cones in the tree. Always adds a nice touch. What a nice view, just great. It's a very humid day and it's going to be getting steamy. The sun's poking out. The rocks here, one must be careful, they're angled. But this is what it looks like here. Observation points. No graffiti. I don't believe there's been any that's been erased either, like at another place that we had ventured. But this is it. There's Lynn. She's enjoying it, no doubt about that.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
We take a look at where we came, in, out. I think these are mountain laurel here. I'm not an expert on the flowers, or anywhere near an expert, but it's a nice time of year. See them flowering. And there's the path we'll be heading back through. Yes, gang, one thing about traveling in the woods, I'm sure we all know what that is. I had one on my leg and this one here was on my sock, so it didn't get eating anything yet or sucking any blood. It's a tick, in case you don't know. We'll monitor that throughout the trip and also when we get back. Well, the view from up here, many would say, is breathtaking. And I'm inclined to agree. We're going to scan or pan a little this way and that way. You have a good idea what it's like in case you desire to plan a trip out here. I understand the gate to drive in here is not open in the summer. They keep it locked. So it's going to be the walk. And this is as close to the edge as I'm going to get. You can see what that looks like. That would be quite a drop. And you can see way in the distance there's another mountain. Not sure which one that is or how far it even would be. And down this way, I guess the river divides. At any rate, it's beautiful. Okay, adventurers, we're gonna head back now. It's about 8:30 in the morning now. So this is how it looks on the path, like very close to the overlook. I mean, this is just great. You do a little bit of scrambling over the rocks down there. Not bad. And keep in mind, we're senior citizens. You know, right around the age of 70, so we feel we're in pretty good shape to do this. We'll analyze it and give you what we think would be the difficulty level. We should have been doing that all along on our videos, but better late than never, I suppose. Now this is really nice through here. And another noteworthy thing, we haven't met another human being on this whole hike so far. Cool. As we're walking on the way out, there's plenty of tree roots on the path, and actually in some areas they act as steps going up a little grade, but it's really nice here. The sun started poking through even though it's humid. When we get to the main road, we'll check the time, see how long it took us, so all of you have an idea how long it will take. Okay, here we are at Tank Hollow Trail. That's the one. And there's the mushroom. You turn the mushroom over here. That's the one you turn right. But we're back on the road. It's 8:46, so roughly 15-16 minutes at our pace. And we're going to be heading here. We're going to turn left. And we're going to follow this road out to the parking lot. See you up there, if not before. Okay, this is the last parking area from the main parking area, the main road, the main gate. And you can see there's a gate here. This one was open, but the other one was closed for the summer, I guess. But this is where you would drive down to, and then you have the steep hill to go down to get to the trail, Tank Hollow Trail. Okay, gang, we made it back to the main parking lot. We're here just about 3 hours, and you can figure that it's roughly 2 miles in and 2 miles back out. Very close to that. Maybe a little shorter. But this is it, and we found it to be very enjoyable. We'll have to compile things as far as what we felt the difficulty was, and I'll probably leave them at the end of the video. So thanks for watching. Share, subscribe. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, George.
You're welcome.
See ya.
Yep.